What's up, guys? Chris here, also known as One Otter on the server. I am here to address some issues that people have been having in regards to Zulrah. So people have been coming out and saying in the suggestions, report a bug, PMing the staff, owners, sassy, you name it basically, even going so much as to just kind of make an uproar in chat regarding Zulrah. So I'm just going to kind of straight shot it. Zulrah is not bugged. It's not broken. It has a little bit of a bug to it, but it's nothing that is like game breaking or makes it to where Zulrah is impossible to do, not even to where it's more difficult to kill. Simple enough, people have been saying that Zulrah smacks for 40, and then furthermore that Zulrah smacks for 40 through range prayer, which is kind of absurd. I kill Zulrah a lot. This account has over 100 kills, so I'm going to kind of hop in and I'm going to show you guys some of the areas that where you're going to get smacked the most, see the pattern to look for, and then the pattern and pathing in order to walk to where you take the least amount of damage. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of show my equipment to start out with. So right now, this is just what I'm using. Most people use Void, Elite Void with a Trident and then a Rune Crossbow or Armor Crossbow kind of feel. That's perfectly fine just the same. Just remember, I will bring up times where I'm mentioning Void and proper times to swap, and then I will bring up nothing whatsoever, and I'll be talking more so about the pathing. I'm not going to go straight up with the whole Void aspect of Zulrah simply because I don't like using Void. It takes an extra step, and since I have the equipment unneeded, I don't want to do so. I will go through it. Towards the end of the video, I'll just kind of gear up in Void in order to show you guys it, but the main aspect is I'm going to try and tackle the pathing issues in any areas where people are most likely getting hit and they're thinking it's because Zulrah is bugged, not because they made their own mistakes. So simple enough, I'm using the Magma Helm with, obviously it has charges to keep me from getting venom, poisoning whatsoever. I have Dragonstone bolts. I don't remember why I left those on there. I think I was using a crossbow the other day. Necklace of Anguish. Glory is fine. Fury is fine. Either or really do work. I was actually using a Glory and then I realized I wasn't wearing my Anguish. So Obvious Accumulator. Now here's a big one. I can actually show you guys this. If you are wearing, maybe, I don't even think I have one. If you're wearing the 99 range KP, I don't have it, versus the Obvious Accumulator actually does give you more bonus stats. Okay, so if you're trying to get more damage out of it, more bonuses out of it, Obvious Accumulator, okay? But if you're going for more style and you don't necessarily care for the damage bonus of like a couple points or whatsoever, you can go to range cape too, and it has the same effect. Armor chestplate, armor legs, cool enough. Toxic blowpipe, I have it loaded up with rune darts. So Pegasian boots, ranger boots work. You could use infinity boots. Get them from the Slayer store for 250 points. Infinity boots work well because you don't necessarily need boots for range, but you can use it for the mage aspect of it. Ring of Suffering is what I'm using. Ring of Recoil, highly recommend it. I don't know if it degrades 100% on the server, but if it does, just be prepared to make more if you're an Iron Man of any mode or just in general because it's good XP to make it yourself. Barrow's Gloves, get those from Pest Control. I highly recommend going the extra mile to grind them, and I will do probably a 5-minute tutorial on the whole pest control because people think more people means more points. No, you individually can do it better. So we're going to go ahead and hop in. So when you hop in, if you like to pray immediately like I do, turn your prayer on. Do not pray range. You don't need to pray range whatsoever. Head towards the northwest corner. Stand in anywhere in these 4 blocks. I recommend the corner I'm in right here. Just because simplicity's sake, you can attack all 3 forms from here. Pray melee because the range form doesn't attack you whatsoever. With where you're standing, you are already out of range of all the clouds, so you don't have to be worried about being in the way of it. The first one you pray against is melee anyways, so just go ahead and pray melee right off the bat. Now he hits you right here after he disappears. This 0, as the mage form appears for the first time, is actually being caused by the melee. It's a delayed hit, basically, that always occurs. I've seen this on countless private servers. Any private server that has Zulrah, I've come to expect it, you know. So when it comes to this third form, you can keep your protect from mage on, basically. Again, range form doesn't hit you in this one. Move to either of these two blocks. It really doesn't matter which one. And then when this form disappears and it goes back to mage, move to the north center piece of it. Okay, you'll have a chance. Okay, now it doesn't show the projectiles, so that is something that the owners need to work on. But what happens is you have to remember that the mage form of Zulrah can smack you from range just as much as they can hit you from mage. Okay, so if you're praying against mage, you also need to remember that you can get hit during that form in order by a range attack. Okay, so that's one of the things that I like about this boss, and that a lot of people hate, and they say, well, it's stupid, why not just make it pray in general? So here again, I'm going to point this out. You get smacked to 0 by the melee, so wait for an extra second in order to get hit, or in order to turn your prayer to protect range. But going back to what I was saying, you do not... I can't even remember what I was saying. That's how stupid this is right now for me to do this. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on that one. It kills me. All right, so I'm not going to go ahead and try and remember that because it's a waste of time. So we're going to go ahead and do the pathing just one more time, show you guys. Simple enough. Second you spawn in, if you like to pray instantly, you know, throw on pray melee. If you don't like to use bonuses for... prayer bonuses for range or mage, that's fine. You don't need to. You could stand anywhere on these 3 blocks. If you're here, it's perfectly fine too. You don't land in the smoke either. I just like standing in this one for, I don't know, it's just an appealing square to me, so I just kind of stay in there. So you pray melee. First form to attack you is melee. Every single time the melee form is up, wait 1 extra second. Okay, so as the next form following the melee one comes up, you will get a 0 hit on you. It is not the new form, like here. That's a melee hit. It's not a mage hit. Once the form actually sprouts and flicks outward, then you have to make sure your prayer is up at that point in order to minimize the amount of damage. Now, Zulrah can smack you for 40s, okay? The range attacks by Zulrah have the opportunity in order to hit anywhere from 40 to I think 43 or 44 max, okay? And that's if you're using Void whatsoever, okay? But next shot, next place you move, north center. Okay, remember these spots properly. Every place I move is just kind of a pattern I've adjusted to and worked well with. So going back to what I was saying, Zulrah can smack you. Zulrah can hit you for a 40, Zulrah can hit you for a 39, he can hit you for a 19, anything like that, with a range attack during his mage form. And then subsequently he can smack you for the exact same hit, okay? For the exact same amount, he could hit you for more in a second succession. If he's in his mage form and you're praying mage, he could smack you with range. Okay, so you gotta remember that, guys. I promise you that Zulrah is not bugged. There's no bug about this. You need to make sure you time your prayer properly. You need to make sure you watch for that extra second or so. Okay, you need to make sure you watch for that extra second when the melee form is going down and transferring into a new form, and you get hit by an extra melee shot. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and swap on Void, as much as I really don't want to. We'll at least hop on Void for a minute. Alright, I got a little bit more I need to grab. Arma, take you. Alright, so the only thing I'm actually missing is my range helm. Alright, so we'll go ahead and move some shit around just a little bit. A little bit more appealing to me. Alright, cool. So this one... I'm going to go ahead and point out. This is going to be real quick. I hate doing this method because it's a little bit more tedious. Go ahead and start with Mage out. You know, just go ahead and turn Pray Melee on, and then you may not have Augury or Rigor. You can easily just go ahead and use Mystic Might, level 45 prayer for that one. Okay, Should be perfectly fine to do so. This is the general form that you guys will, this is generally the setup you'll be using. Only difference is I'm using a Triton of the Swamp. It really isn't much different. You might be able to get a little bit more damage, you might not. The only thing I notice is with the blowpipe versus crossbow, Trident of the Seas and all that stuff, when you do get a blowpipe, the only thing I'm going to really notice that's a major difference is the attack speed on the magic form. So right now I can do some damage, but I'm not shredding him as much as I normally would if I was using a blowpipe, because my attack speed has changed, you know. So of course I go back here. I wasn't even using anything special for that one, for range bonus wise, which is okay. Now recognize I don't even have 99 magic. I'm at 87 magic now, as you guys can fucking see. So you guys can call me a noob, whatever you want for that. I don't really care. So obviously I'm getting hit by the little snakelings. You can get hit by Zulrah here. I get hit by Zulrah all the time. Never really in succession anymore. That's not going to say that it doesn't happen, but it does, obviously. But I even going through it with Void, I don't see any issues whatsoever with it. I don't know who says that it's bugged. Anyone who has an issue with it, feel free to message me. If you guys have any more questions in regarding this, you feel free to message me. I can kind of work with you guys one-on-one. If you need help grinding an item, I will gladly help you as best as I actually can. I can help to grind out an item. I can't guarantee I will get the item for you. I can't promise I will get the item. I can't do anything like that, you know. I can only promise that I'm going to try. And by that, I mean I'm just going to kind of pull out what's needed and just start attacking it, you know. But, yeah, I mean, you guys could easily pay for me to do so. Not real money. I mean, you guys could pay me in-game. You guys could pay me an item or something. Say you guys are looking for a specific item. I can go and spend a certain amount of time and try and grind it. I can't promise I'll get it, you know. Alright, so here we are. So this is the part where I think everyone is supposedly getting smacked through prayer. Well, okay, he's dead already. So I guess I don't actually have to, I'm not going to address that one, so it doesn't really matter. If you guys like this video, feel free to drop a like, let me know. I'm going to be posting another video, most likely tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and address pest control. Fastest way to grind it. It literally takes 2 seconds. So, I mean, that's a simple video. And then I might just run through a round and show you. Recognize I get some bonus points because my account is a donator rank. Other than that, though, I am going to have to point out that pest control is easier by, and in fact, I can basically address it now. Pest control is a lot easier by yourself. That's it. That's plain and simple truth. Go kill a portal by yourself, see how many points you get. You get points for destroying a portal, not just finishing the round on the server. Okay, you guys have any issues? Feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, shoot me a message, Discord or in-game. I'll always be on with my friends list when I am on. Other than that, have a great day.